to San Francisco, actually Vegas and San Francisco. Wait a second. What these airlines are doing, I can do the same damn thing to bring in buyer leads. Think about this, guys. Think about this. So how are we going to bring in 2,000 buyers? This is one of the ways that we're going to go ahead and do it. So people will click a Google ad. Okay, so they type in a rent-to-own homes Dayton or rent-to-own or homes for sale Dayton, whatever they type in, then there's an ad up at the top. They're going to be landed right here on this page. Okay, now here's when all the fun happens. Here's what happens. They've got these tabs up here at the right, up at the top right here. So they got all homes, bad credit homes, and cash-only homes. Now, the reason behind all this is because you've got retail buyers right here. You've got rent-to-own buyers right here, and then you've got all of your cash buyers right here. So they are going to self-select right into your list of what type of homes that they want. If they want rent-to-own homes, they're going to choose credit homes. If they want only cash homes, they're an investor and they're looking for cash homes. If they want all homes, they're probably going to be a retail buyer. It's just that simple. What they're going to go ahead and do is they're going to go ahead and choose their city of interest. Remember, this is all being dumped into my database as well. They're going to go ahead and choose their city of interest, number 1. They're going to get their city of interest, number 2, their bedrooms and baths that they're looking for, and they're going to click search now. I know what every single person on the line is saying right now. Okay? Everybody's saying, well, John, you didn't get their name and their email address. You didn't get it. Damn you. How in the world do you know how to even start marketing to them? How do you know? Well, guys, here's what we're going to do. Here's exactly what we're going to do. They're going to go ahead and click search, and you're absolutely right. I do not have their email address. I do not have their phone number. I don't even know their name at this point. You know what? I could care less. I can absolutely care less. Okay, so what's going to happen is as soon as they click search, there's going to be a little kind of like whenever you go to Priceline.com or something like that, and there's like it's searching for flights. It's going to be doing the same exact thing, but it's searching for homes. Okay, and it's going to be searching for the homes that they actually have right here, whichever their criteria is. It's going to be searching for them homes. Then what's going to pop up after 4 seconds, what's going to pop up is we found over 100 search results for a custom search. Where can we email the list? Notice that the fields that they already went ahead and filled out from their city of interest 1 and 2 from that first form already pre-populate onto that second form. It's easy for them to go ahead and just fill out all this information. So what we're doing is we're getting their first name, we're actually dropping their last name. This is all being programmed. You are getting this cutting edge. This shit isn't even done yet, but I know it's going to work like crazy, okay? First name, we're going to drop a last name, we're getting their email, cell phone number, and then we're going to go ahead and email them this list. And this is a very sneaky way. This is a very sneaky way to go ahead and get all the information that you possibly want out of your buyers, and to go ahead and email them this list so then you can start marketing to them again and sell them either your homes or more other homes other than that. Josh, what the hell do you think of that?
Well, this is how people want to search. They don't want to give up their information, first name and email and cell phone first. They want to search for what they want, and then if you have it, then they're willing to give up their information in order to get it. And you're giving them the list of stuff they want, so logically, they're going to give up their email, first name, last name, cell phone, etc. Because now it's like, well, man, I wanted that list, and there's 100 properties. Man, if I don't give them my email, I don't get it. I don't get the thing that I want. So it's very intuitive. It's awesome.
Absolutely, it's a very different way, guys. Most of the people. Most of the realtors, remember, we're in the brokerage section right now, but you can use this as a real estate investor as well. Most of it works simply by having an IDX, what's called an IDX on your website, having an internet, or it's a internet data exchange on your website. I think that's what it is. I don't know. But anyways, you have that onto your website, and what you are allowing the public to do is search every single home on your website. And what everybody ends up doing, and it converts at about 8 to 10%, to be honest with you. What everybody will end up ahead and doing is they'll go ahead and drive all this traffic straight to their IDX, and then a form pops up. Please register for this, to have an account with us. Well, guys, the public is freaking sick of that. They are absolutely sick of that. They're done with it. They've seen it 1,000 times. So this is definitely a different way to go ahead and switch it up to where you're going to be bringing in a lot of buyer leads, and that's how we're doing it. That's kind of the method that we're switching to, and we're getting all of their information right up front. Josh, tell me if you think I'm wrong on this, just kind of going back and forth with you. But, dude, I personally think that all of our Buyers on Fire squeeze pages and whatnot go ahead and convert at anywhere between 30 to 36%. That's very, very strong for a squeeze page. I personally think that this approach, just switching it to this approach, will be at about 60%. Do you think I'm right on that or wrong on that?
My gut tells me that it will definitely go up for sure. And I know that the Buyers on Fire squeeze pages are right now anywhere in the 30s. Wouldn't surprise me at all if this would double.
That's what I'm thinking anywhere between 60 to 70% opt-in rate. Guys, that is strong. That is extremely strong to go ahead and get your buyer leads for sure. That is absolutely extremely strong. So, dude, I'm glad I was kind of right on by that. Josh, feel free to rip this off, dude, in your own business, because it's a different way to go ahead and bring in buyer leads that, honestly, the public has not seen yet. They have not seen this.
John, I'm just going to wait for you to do it, and then I'll buy it from you.
Ah, come on. Come on.
I'm actually looking at my Buyers on Fire account, and we've just been posting ads in Craigslist, and we have 41 leads in the past 24 hours using the old method, which is, first name and email first, and then the dream sheet second with the cities of interest, beds, baths, etc.
Yep.
And we're averaging about 30 to 40 new leads a day using the old form. So when you switch this up and you get it live, let me know. And
I fully expect it to double. I really do. My programmers are going ahead and lining it up right now, and I really do expect it to double. So that 40 leads, expect 80. That's really what I think, which turns into more sales. It turns into more sales. Guys, we're also going through and we're doing a lot of Facebook marketing. So those ads over on the right-hand side, guys, take notes. Take notes on this stuff, but don't take too many notes because you are getting this mind map as well. So Facebook marketing, we're doing a lot of Facebook marketing for the brokers, bringing in all different types of leads, rent-to-own leads, retail leads, and cash buyer leads. Those ads over on the right-hand side that you might have even found me off of was those ads on the right-hand side. And we're doing a lot of that for our actual brokers to bring in buyers as well. And we're taking that right straight from those ads and taking it straight to that airline page. That airline squeeze page is what I'm calling it. And that's exactly what we are, where we're taking all that traffic to, straight to that squeeze page that I personally think will go ahead and convert anywhere between 60 to 70% as well. TV. TV. We are also doing TV ads, so people living in our area. Tom Bushman. I know there's other people in this area as well that are in my local area right now. You've probably seen our TV commercials. They are funny as hell. They are funny as hell. It is not the John get in front of the camera and it's like, hello, my name is John Cochran, and damn it, I've got some homes to sell you, and you can go sign up on my list tomorrow. See ya. It's none of that crap taking them straight to that airline page or anything like that. They are funnier than hell. I hired a video crew to go ahead and really go ahead and just do all of my videos for me. And the guy came up with a killer commercial, and I've actually got that same exact commercial right inside of this mind map, so you can go ahead and just check it out and everything like that. So we're running some networks. So Channel 7, we're running that. It's the biggest, really channel in our area, the local news. We're running 100 ads. We got 100 ads or 100 commercials on that, and they're 15-second spots at that. So we got 100 of those, and we're running that in every single 2 weeks. So they're airing right now. It just started January. Actually started December, the end of December, and they started running. They're going to run for 2 weeks to kind of double up, I guess you'd say, within that time frame. So within 2 week span, they're going to see 100 commercials on the most popular channel in our area. We also have Time Warner Cable, so I am running cable ads as well. And we ended up buying 290 spots from cable. TV is not as expensive as you guys think. We ended up buying 290 commercials from them as well. They're all 15-second spots as well. Same commercial that we're running for Channel 7, and those run in every throughout the entire month. So total for January, we've got 390 TV commercials going out. And we also have, they're all 15-second commercials, so I don't know what that is, maybe 14 commercials. I could be wrong on my math. 14 commercials-ish, and 30 days. So really, really powerful way to go ahead and either bring in buyer leads, bring in more leads, or brand yourself as an app, as a company. Okay, so either way, you're going to go ahead and get exposure. So what we're doing in our radio, or in our TV commercials, Josh, is we are going through, and it's funnier than hell. You guys got to watch them. But I did it in a very smart way. I didn't do it in a very cheesy way to go ahead, and didn't do it in a cheesy way where you'd say, man, who the hell is that? It's basically a husband and wife. They go ahead and the wife throws him out of the house, throws all the clothes on him and whatnot, and then I'm just happen to be walking by, on the side of the street, and I just say, hey, because I see it, I just say, hey, looks like you need a realtor. And then I go ahead and it says get a realtor, and then it has a phone number to go ahead and call one of us so that we can go ahead and, obviously start working that lead. Well, whenever they go ahead and call that number, that is it's a Buyers on Fire phone number that they're sent to, and what happens is they call that number. Okay, so they call that number, and that number is automatically captured. Okay, so it's a call capture number, I guess you'd say, that we have at Buyers on Fire, and it's a call capture number, and automatically captures that caller's phone number, and it puts them onto my buyers list immediately. Okay, and it puts them into the correct category, which just happens to be TV. And what I do, guys, is since that is a tracking phone number, is I go ahead and I can run a report in 30 days to find out how many calls that commercial generated. So I know that I've got 390 commercials going out, but how many calls did that make you? So if you don't send that to a tracking phone number, you have absolutely no clue. And again, you're doing exactly what I used to do 5 years ago, and you're winging it. You have no clue. You've got to know your numbers. It's absolutely that simple. So and then as soon as they go ahead and call that number, they go right onto our list, and I can start texting them, or I can call them. I can do whatever I want straight throughout our software. So what happens whenever they call that phone number, since it's a tracking phone number, is that phone number automatically gets transferred to what's called our money phone. Okay, so we have what's called a money phone right inside of our brokerage that pretty much just allows us to go ahead and whenever that damn thing rings, we know that it's money. Okay, we know that it's money on the line, and we know to go ahead and pay close attention to it. It's not going to voicemail. We are absolutely going ahead and taking those calls. So that's kind of what happens with our TV spots and how we're driving the traffic straight to a phone number, which obviously captures their information, gets transferred to our money phone, and then we go ahead and start working that lead straight from there. That's exactly how it happens. Blogging. I decided to do a lot of blogging starting in January. Guys, I did, our homebackers.com website, we very consistently go ahead and get anywhere between 56 to 60. It's kind of a weird number, but I know my numbers. We get anywhere between 56 to 60 hits on our website a day, meaning we get about 60 people a day onto our website. And I wanted to go ahead and increase that. So we're getting a lot of traffic there. We're getting a decent amount of traffic there. But you know what? Our blog sucked. It sucked, man. I was not updating the blog at all. I just hated writing the blog posts and everything like that. I just didn't want to go ahead and do it because I'm not gonna sit there and write those blog posts. Josh, do you write any blog posts on your blog, man?
Nope. I have a full-time editor and writer who does it, and we are right now are doing 2 a week. Every week, and we've been doing them for the past several months, but I haven't written any of them personally.
It sucks, man. You don't want to do it, and that's why I didn't do it. And guys, I'll be honest with you, I didn't do it for probably a year and a half. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I didn't do it. I realized that, knowing my numbers, that we were getting a lot of traffic to this site. We were getting a lot of traffic to the site, but I wasn't giving them shit to read. I wasn't getting them anything to go ahead and read, so I ended up hiring a blogger. And you're probably like, oh my gosh, he's got all these people underneath him, this and that. He must spend a fortune. Guys, I pay my damn blogger $4 an hour. Okay, I pay her $4 an hour to go ahead and write all these blog posts. So here's how it works. Okay, you go to our site, you'll see all the blogs that she's writing. Okay, so her name is Pura. I think that's how you pronounce it at least. What happens is she writes all the blog posts. Okay, so she writes all of the blog posts for me, so she writes one per day. So meaning that she writes me 7 blog posts per week. Okay, and what we do is I have her send all of those blog posts to me every single Sunday for a review and approval. Okay, so she writes them up and she goes ahead and she sends them to me. I go ahead and read them. I give her my stamp of approval, and then what she will go ahead and do is she will start posting those things on homebackers.com/blog, our blog. Okay, what she does is as soon as I go ahead and give her that stamp of approval, what will happen is she will load them up on Sunday to be time release. So our websites are all done in WordPress. Okay, so that's just what it's called. It's WordPress. Josh, yours are all in WordPress as well, correct?
Yep, you bet.
Yeah, it's by far, guys. It's by far. All of our squeeze pages, everything is done in WordPress. So take note on that. Anytime you get a website done, you really want it to be in WordPress. That's the truth of it. And the cool thing about WordPress, guys, is you can literally go ahead and she can load up all these blog posts at once and then set them to be time released. So she loads them all up on Sunday, and then what she will do is she just has them, I guess, dripped, I guess you would say, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They just get dripped out at whatever time that she wants them to go ahead and get dripped out. So that way I know that we are blogging every single day, and she is an absolute beast, a stud at going ahead and getting, driving SEO traffic, meaning that she is going ahead and putting special keywords in all those blog posts. That's how she was trained, to put all these keywords in these blog posts so that she can go ahead and get more and more traffic to our site, from people searching maybe Dayton homes for sale, so that I don't have to eventually pay for Google pay-per-click ads. I don't have to pay for Facebook marketing. So I'm doing this now so that I don't have to pay for it later. So we're going to show up on the organic search results, is what it's called, by all these blog articles, and then I don't have to do this eventually. So I'm spending the money up front to go ahead and get leads now, but we're working on a longer-term plan as well. One other thing that she does as well, this is a huge tip for you guys. There's a website out there called activerain.com. Many of you have probably heard of it. Okay, many of you have probably heard of it. So one thing that you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and post on all these blog posts on activerain.com as well. Now, the reason you want to go ahead and do that, guys, is it is really, really good for SEO traffic. It is really good for the search engines to pick it up, meaning that if you post an article on or a blog post on activerain.com, okay, you have a very, very good chance of coming up in the search results for under like Google, Bing, all those traffic. So it is highly, highly ranked by Google. It's highly ranked by all the search results, so that you need to be posting on ActiveRain. It is huge. Do not miss that step. It is huge, guys. If you guys just Google, I can promise you, if you guys Google, like maybe homes for sale in your area, whatnot, I can almost guarantee you that you will find some articles on ActiveRain. I can almost promise you. So it's a great way to go ahead and get people to find you just by going ahead and posting to ActiveRain. Completely free. Don't have to pay for it, anything like that. I love the word free, and that is free. So, Josh, that might be a tip for you, because I do not think that you post on ActiveRain. Is that correct?
No, we don't. We post a lot of articles. So there's two parts to get SEO traffic, which is your on-site articles that need to be very keyword rich, and then you need to have off-site videos, articles, social media posts that have links back to your main site. The strategy that works the best right now is to have a main core site like homebackers.com, and to have a blog, and to drive traffic from off-site, meaning YouTube videos, Vidler videos, other like hub pages, e-zine articles, all those different places, and put videos and off-site articles out there, and then link back to your most popular blog posts. One of the mistakes that a lot of people make when they get into internet marketing to generate leads online is they will send all the traffic to their general domain, like homebackers.com.
Yes, stop right there.
They need to send. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to pick out your most popular blog posts and pick out 3 to 4 or 5 different blog posts that are most popular, and drive the offsite articles have a link that links really deep into your blog to a specific blog post. And what will happen is as those 3 or 4 or 5 blog posts get more and more link juice, it will make your entire site rise in the SEO rankings. Yep. So you don't want to just link to homebackers.com or strategicrealestatecoach.com or thekingofsystems.com. You want to link to your most popular subpages or your blog posts, and then the whole site will rise as those 3 to 5 different blog posts rise.
Guys, don't take that lightly, what he just said, because that's what a lot of people do. That's what a lot of people do. They'll go ahead and write these blog articles, and they'll send it straight to homebackers.com or their core site, right on their homepage is what he just said. No, absolutely not. So what happens, guys, is, like, say this, she just went ahead and she wrote this article today, Attractions of Columbus, right? Great. So people go here and read more. Well, guys, whenever she's posting this stuff in Active Rain or any different site on Facebook, wherever, she's not sending them to homebackers.com. She is sending them to this URL. She's sending them to this URL because this is deep into my blog. So they can start reading right here inside this, and then naturally what happens is they start going ahead and looking for homes for sale. Then they start looking for all other stuff. Then they sign up for this. They start wandering around. Then they start finding me on Facebook. And dude, that was a hell of a point, what you just said. That is amazing because that is so true. That is so true. Never send straight to the homepage. Always send them straight to where, deep inside of your site. That is huge, guys. That is absolutely huge.
There's really a process, and we have a whole system for SEO traffic in my business, John. You probably do as well. So when we make one blog post, whether it's in my real estate business, whether it's in my information business, whether it's in my brokerage, and we make a blog post on one of those different web properties, we then have a whole system of other things we do off of the blog, like in social media, in video, in the video networks, video syndication, other offsite articles to drive traffic back to that blog post. And one of the easy ones, if you guys are looking to get some traction, is in Facebook. You can share a post on your timeline on other people's timelines and in other groups. Okay, so for instance, if I make a post on sharpconceptsrealty.com, which is my brokerage, I'll put that on my main Facebook page, right? Well, my virtual assistant or my personal assistant will put that post on my page, but then she has a list of all of the other people that I know within my Facebook universe who, by having that link and having that that post, would make sense on their timeline. Okay, so she then shares that post from my timeline to their timeline, and from my timeline into groups, so that I'm not just posting on my timeline and hoping people see my stuff. I'm posting on other people's timelines. Okay, and then of course we'll shoot a video, and the video will have almost exactly the same content as the blog post. And then we'll syndicate the video through Traffic Geyser, Pixel Pipe, or TubeMogul, or sometimes all three, and we'll drive tons of different videos. We'll push all kinds of videos out there with links back to that blog post. There's a whole process for optimizing a blog post, which will get you SEO traffic. And John is absolutely doing it the right way. You have to do an individual post, and then you have to link from offsite properties back to your blog. To that individual post, not to the root domain.
Yep, that is huge, guys. And now I wonder why. And now I understand why you spammed my own Facebook and go ahead and tagged me in all of your stuff.
Right.
dude, Corey Boatwright, dude, one of my best friends. He is the worst at that, dude. I mean, he will go through and just tag me in everything. He is speaking at Harvard on how he does social media. And I said, and as soon as he told me that, I was like, dude, what are you gonna do? Just show him how to tag people? I mean, come on, But it's right. That's exactly the way just the way Josh explained that. That is exactly the way that it works. Guys, we also, in order to bring in leads, we use Craigslist and Backpage very, very effectively. And here's kind of where a lot of this, actually every bit of this other stuff, you can see here that I'm starting to put people's names in this. These are the people that are responsible for doing these tasks. Okay, so I make this mind map out, and then I give this to my entire team, and then they read through this mind map so that they can see my vision, so that basically they can go ahead and implement everything in here. Craigslist, Backpage, it's just like Josh said, 40 leads off of Craigslist just through Buyers on Fire. So guys, Kelly, who is a virtual assistant of mine, she posts daily on Craigslist and Backpage, and she does it at 9 a.m., noon, and 5 p.m. I'm not going to get into why she does it at those times, but she posts every single day at 9 a.m., noon, and 5 p.m. My personal assistant, Shauna, goes ahead and writes all the ads, and then what she does is she will put them in a Dropbox folder, okay, so a Dropbox folder, and then what Kelly does, my virtual assistant, is Kelly will go through and go ahead and go right into that Dropbox folder and go through and take all those ads and go through and post them on the correct times. So Shauna writes the ads, and then Kelly will go ahead and post them at those times. Guys, I don't pay Kelly that much money, okay? I pay her $500 a month in order to go ahead and post all these ads. And you can see Josh just got, 40 leads within a day, just by having his VA go ahead and do that. So that's by far the best way of doing it. Josh Cantwell is not going to go ahead and post ads on Craigslist and Backpage. I am not going to go ahead and waste my time doing that. I'm going to go ahead and have somebody go through and do that so that I can go ahead and focus my time on the bigger ticket items. Okay, guys, once I figured out what my time was worth, even when I was broke, I stopped doing the day-to-day tasks, and I started working on my business, and that's how I ended up getting to making $500,000 in 2 months. That's how I got to it. So
one of the easy things too, John, that's with Craigslist is, once the ads are in there and you're going to keep running the ads until you sell a particular property, is you can just renew those ads. So it's so simple to just have somebody go into a Craigslist account, and when you have an account, the ad is in there, and you just click the button that says renew, and that ad automatically gets put up, and it will allow you to renew an ad every 48 hours. Yep. So, in my business, we have 12 different Craigslist accounts that are all phone verified, and we have ads that we put into each account that we can then run, and we know when they're going to turn over every 48 hours. So we're not violating the rules of Craigslist. We're not really trying to get around the rules. We're just playing by the rules. And it's to the point now where my VA can just go in and just renew an ad. She doesn't have to copy and paste and re-put it in there. And then just whenever we sell that particular property, then she'll just delete that ad. And we do it the same way, John, just like you. Every week, I have my writer go in, and she has access to the MLS. I send her to the class so she could be an assistant to my broker. So she has her own username and password into the MLS, and she can go in there and she clarifies that week all the properties that we have listed, because we have like about 80 listings in my brokerage, and she'll take those listings and then she'll make sure that the ad is there. And then we write different types of ads. Some of them are very short and punchy that are price driven, like this property is $20,000 off retail. And then we have other listings that are more, I guess, typical realtor. This is how many beds, how many baths, the price, the square footage, and here's all the features with a link. And we have our Craigslist accounts are earmarked for the different types of ads that we're putting out. So we know, like our Monday, we have 2 for each day. We have 2 for Monday, 2 for Tuesday, all the way through Saturday. And we know each day which account has the different types of ads in them. So if my writer pulls off, let's say we onboard a new listing, and then we want to promote that listing, she knows to write a certain number of ads that are price-driven, a certain number of ads that are location-driven, a certain number of ads that are more your typical realtor, hey, 3-bed, 2-bath, 159.5, beautiful, blah, 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 with a link over to our IDX site, okay? And, of course, what we do, John, which is something I learned from you, is we never put a general phone number in any of the ads. we use a phone number capture software program to capture those phone numbers so that we can then text those people back when we have open houses or when we have a hot property for sale. Again, you don't want to just use a general phone number in your ads and have them just call a general phone number. You want to send them through a phone number capture software and then over to your general phone number to your internal staff who's going to answer the money phone. Okay, so those are some little tweaks, because Craigslist, I'm telling you, is a monster behemoth opportunity that most people just don't think is a big deal. Well, we easily generate 300 to 500 leads a month very passively just from Craigslist.
For free.
For free.
Yeah, minor detail, for free. I mean, come on. I guarantee that all the 303 people on the line right now are not, if they are doing this strategy, they are not probably generating 500 leads a month. Most of them not. A lot of them probably are, but some of them probably are, but most of the people on the line are probably not very consistent at doing this. Guys, I sent out a System Saturday video that you probably should have seen on our blog at the King of Systems about Craigslist, my exact Craigslist system, that if you have not watched, you need to go ahead and watch it. It had about 80 comments on it, so it rocked the docs, and if you have not went ahead and watched that, that is my exact system that we use on Craigslist to bring in all those buyer leads. So that's part of the 2,000 buyer leads that we're going ahead and doing is Craigslist and Backpage as well. Huge, huge, huge for bringing in buyer leads. Yay! Live action. God, I just had to go ahead and just change it up a little bit, man.
I was wondering when that was coming.
Change it up a little bit. Live action. Okay, so guys, one other thing that we are doing in our brokerage is we're sending out email blasts. Homes of the week is what we go ahead and call them, to our existing database, our existing buyers list. And here's kind of how that whole entire process works. Shannon, who is a lead feeder, here's how that works. Shannon goes onto Craigslist. Shannon, so I'm speaking to him in this because this is actually our real map. Shannon, do a search on Craigslist and call the sellers to confirm that we can blast out to our list. And what I want you to do is search at the top, okay, of Craigslist, rent to own, land contract, owner finance, willing to carry. Search those keywords. Go ahead and click search, and then call and email all the people that come up in those results. Okay, so obviously there's going to be a lot of sellers that go ahead and come up with all those results. Shannon is going ahead and calling those people, and then we can go ahead and send out, homes of the week to our existing database and make money that way. Okay. One other thing, other than Craigslist, and he does that for Backpage as well, is he can go ahead and do a local search. He's doing a local search on our MLS. Okay. And he's doing a search for the land contract / the rent-to-own homes, and what he does is he calls the listing agents, okay, and lets them know that we're going to go ahead and blast out to our list about that particular property. Now, you would be an absolute moron to go ahead and think that a realtor does not want to go ahead and sell a property. So everybody always says yes. There's no way. We actually ended up getting away from even asking permission to go ahead and blast these properties out, but it's the right thing to go ahead and do, and we still do it. I think I just said do. I'm almost positive I did. But you should go ahead and ask for permission, especially from the sellers. When you're doing Craigslist, and then if you do this on the MLS, you want to go ahead and ask for permission. Just get their blessing to go ahead and do it on, from that local agent as well. And then what he does is he will go ahead and send out a blast each and every single day. And what happens is he finds the homes to go ahead and blast out. Shauna will go ahead and is responsible for writing the copy for all those homes. So she gets a kind of a description of the actual house, and then she'll go through and blast that to our list. And then she's also responsible for sending that out. Okay, so she sends that out. This is key, guys. This is key. So we only send emails out to our buyers list on Monday through Thursdays. Okay, and we do it at 5 p.m. Eastern. So that's the time that we go ahead and do it. Because I'm speaking to buyers here, and you have to understand that buyers are typically at work. They're not going to go ahead and reply to an email or anything like that at noon. They're not going to reply to that at 9 a.m. They are working. They're not going to go ahead and do that. And nobody ever checks their email while they're at work because they are working. Some people do, but you're going to go ahead and get your best response at 5 o'clock. Okay, so and we always do Monday through Thursday, never on Fridays, because we have tested this inside and out, upside down. However you want to go ahead and skin that cat, we've tested it, and these are the best days to go ahead and do it. Okay, and Monday's really not the best day to do it. Really, Tuesday through Thursday is by far the best, but Fridays are a no-no, Saturdays are a no-no, and Sundays are a no-no. You never go ahead and do that. Howie, I don't know if Howie is on the line right now, but I've been working with him to go ahead and, just structure his emails a little bit differently that he is going ahead and sending to his list. He's in our mastermind and whatnot, good friend of mine as well. And, just from some minor tweaks that he was doing from sending them out at different times, just structuring his emails just a little bit differently, the dude made over $8,000 just from one email the other day. Okay, so it was actually probably 2 weeks ago, but it was a terrible time that he sent it out, right around Christmas, and he still was able to go ahead and sell his home. So one thing that Shauna does is she is trained to go ahead and blast only one city per day, meaning that I know every single one of my buyers, out of all my 18,000 buyers, I know every single city that they want to go ahead and buy in. I know every single one of them. So it does not make sense to go ahead and just blast your entire list on it. So what we do is she blasts one city per day. To give you an example, okay, Monday on the beginning of the week, she will blast out Beaver Creek. Tuesday, Bellbrook. Wednesday, Dayton. Thursday, Miamisburg. Then the following week after that, then she moves on to the next city. It might be Monday is Springfield. Tuesday is Huber Heights. Wednesday is Clayton, and Thursday is Inglewood. So we always rotate the city. So if you really think about it, we are only blasting our list because we have 19 cities. We are only blasting our list one time per month so that we're not spamming them. Okay, so just one time per month. So we're just hitting a different list every single day. And we're doing that, that's just the smartest way to go ahead and do it, for sure. Okay, so go ahead and do it that way. So email blast, that is huge, guys, in our business. We saw a lot of homes just by sending out email blasts from homes that we find on Craigslist or MLS. What happens, guys, is whenever we go ahead and we send out these email blasts, we get all these buyers in and whatnot, then Shannon, okay, what he does is he goes ahead and he starts booking appointments. Okay, his job is to go ahead and book us 3 buyer appointments each and every single day. So with all these leads that come in, okay, he's working the phones, he's doing all this and that, and what his job is to book appointments for our realtors. That's what his job is. Okay, is to book the appointments, build the rapport, okay, and once the lead comes in, to go through and book 3 appointments each day for our realtors. Do the math on it, guys. It's a lot of appointments. It's 90 appointments a month that we go ahead and book for our realtors. We also have a goal. We also have a goal to hire 2 new buyer's agents. So in this month alone, I want to hire 2 new buyer's agents as well. Bonnie, who is my mother, every time I get on the call, either with my mom or whatever, she gets like raving reviews, and I get like nothing. I don't know if it's because she's my mom or whatnot. I mean, she's a great lady and everything like that, but she gets like all the props to like everything. Absolutely everything. She just stuck her head in my office and stuck her tongue out at me too. That's not even right, whatever, But her job, guys, is I want to hire 2 new buyer agents. Okay, I want to hire 2 new buyer agents to keep growing our team. My mom, Bonnie, is responsible for prospecting those, so finding them and also interviewing them. So one thing that she is doing is she's going on to lunch. She's going to lunch with a lot of other realtors. She is going through and getting herself out there so that they know her, and all she's doing is talking about us and interviewing these people so that they can go ahead and honestly just come in and work under us. Okay, so that's one thing that we're doing as well. We keep adding to the team by going through and bringing new buyer agents. And this month alone, we are scheduled to bring in 2 right there. Guys, it's tax time. It is tax time, isn't it? So first of the year, guess what happens? A lot of people get a lot of money back, don't they? Okay, so our goal, what I want done is I want to close on 12 rent-to-own buyers, okay, rent-to-own buyers, because it's tax time. Guys, think about it. If you promote, okay, if you have a lot of buyers that, are getting ready to get a lot of money, one of the things that they're going to go ahead and do is they're going to buy a house, or they've got down payment now for a house. They've got it, okay? So, guys, I'm telling you, now is the time. Josh, I'm telling you as well. Dude, you know this. It's that simple, but, dude, you need to be hitting your list right now for and promote the hell out of that tax return. So what are they going to do with that tax return? Maybe go ahead and start advertising the 580 credit score, something like that, in order to go ahead and get them to contact you. So because these people got money now. These people got money, and they will for the next 4 months. So for the next 4 months, one of our things that we're doing is we are hitting these people hard. I mean, we are hitting these people hard to sell just an embarrassing amount of homes, and you've got to do that. You've got to capitalize on that right now. So some ways that we're capitalizing on that is very simple. So through this tax return, what we're doing is we're sending them email blasts through our account. So we're going ahead and sending email blasts, and then we're also sending text blasts. Okay, so we're also sending text blasts. Now, here's how we have this. Okay, so I don't have phone numbers for every single one of our buyers. So out of 18,000 buyers, I have phone numbers for about 8,500 of them. Okay, so for about 8,500 of them. So we have phone numbers for 8,500 of our buyers, and we know all of their cities of interest, every single one of our cities of interest. So I want to go ahead and send out a text message out of Buyers on Fire weekly to 2,000 buyers a week. So 2,000 buyers a week, we are going to go ahead and send out a text message to 2,000 buyers a week. Okay, so we're going to do that for the whole course of a whole month so that we hit our entire list. Now, guys, remember, a text message gets a 99% read rate. There's never been a text message that came through my phone that I never got. So it gets a 99% read rate. I fully expect to get a 40% reply rate on all these text messages, meaning that when we go ahead, meaning that we get 800 calls a week out of that 2,000 blast, we're going to get about 800 people to reply to all those text messages a week that are wanting a rent-to-own property. So now's the time to go ahead and capitalize on that, guys. I promise you that. That's 32 over the entire course of the month. That's 3,200 calls for the entire month. We've got 5 loan officers available at all times to go ahead and pull their credit to see if they even need to do a rent-to-own and possibly just go ahead and buy a property now. Guys, here's the exact message that we are sending out. I even give you that message because this is the same mind map that I give my entire team. Okay, here's the message that will go out. Okay, hey, first name. So, hey, John, it's Bonnie. I have over 50 rent-to-own homes in Beaver Creek for you. Bad credit, okay? You interested? Obviously, there's only one thing for them to do. Either tell me to go to hell or just go ahead and reply to it. Okay, notice how I'm writing. Notice how I'm writing in this text message that's going out. I'm writing in text lingo, I guess you'd go ahead and say. So I'm talking some slang in here. I'm talking some serious slang in here. I also tell my team we need an army on these calls. Guys, if you're going to have 3,200 calls a month, you are going to need an army to go ahead and take these calls. So I tell everybody, be available. Bonnie, Trina, Olivia, Ray, Ellen, Shannon, Sushi, Matt, Doug, all be available because we're going to get a ton of calls. These are all people on our team that we're going to absolutely just crush it with. So they need to be available to go ahead and just man all of these calls. Okay, and these are all the people so that they know that they need to go ahead and really be on this. Okay. So you got to capitalize on it, guys. You have to go ahead and capitalize on this right now because now's the time when people are going to have money. If you think that none of your buyers have money, well, for the next 4 months, they definitely do. So you capitalize on it. TV commercial. We got a new TV commercial going out as well. So we've got the current one that I just kind of explained to you earlier that is going live right now. And we've got a new one. Okay, so we're doing a new one each and every single month. So every 30 days, we're going to go ahead and rotate it so that my viewers don't kind of get pissed off at me. And actually, here's the link. Here's the link to our new commercial that we have airing right now for the next 30 days. So go ahead and check it out whenever you get this mind map. Andrew and Scott are responsible for going ahead and shooting and editing and then going ahead and uploading to our Channel 7 and the Time Warner Cable server. So they are responsible for coming up with the ideas as well. We're going to go ahead and shoot it at the end of January, so they get this mind map as well. We shoot this commercial at the end of January. It's going to go live February 1st. No later, February 1st. It will be on their server, and then the new one will go ahead and start hitting every single month. I want Andrew to email me ideas. Okay, I want him to go ahead, and he's my video guy, and I want him to go ahead and email me ideas on kind of what the new plot is going to go ahead and be. So I want it like the current one, just like I said here. I want it to be like our current plot, but a new one. Okay, and here is the actual current spot. One other thing too that we're doing as well is we've got a reality show coming. And this is we've got a reality show that we're going to go ahead and start shooting, and it's going to be 20 minutes max. Okay, so it's going to be 20 minutes max, and it's kind of just going to be the life of us, basically, the kind of what we do, and kind of getting us out there and to the public. So it's kind of a new thing that we're doing. It's really, really exciting, really exciting. So it's just something that we're going to go ahead and air. Andrew and Scott, they're going to go ahead and shoot this and upload to our YouTube channel as well. That's what they're responsible for going ahead and doing. And then we want 4 of them. So I want 4 of them being shot in January. So I already gave everybody the plot plan. This is what our reality shows are going to be about. It's going to be about what we do and how we can help the public in real estate. That's going to be the first reality show. They're funnier than hell. I mean, they're funnier than hell, but they're giving a lot of content to our viewer, positioning us as the expert. Okay, so positioning us as the expert. And then also we go through, and the next one is going to be a walkthrough of a complete home purchase. So I couldn't tell you how many buyers are absolutely clueless. They are clueless about the purchase of a home. So I'm going to walk them through that through a reality show, kind of make it fun for them to go ahead and watch, and do it that way as well. I'm also going to go through and do an episode on disasters of a home inspection, on how to go ahead and do that, and then how yard signs are the devil. I don't want anybody calling on yard signs. Josh, I hate to tell you, dude, but I'm training my people down here in the beautiful vacation capital of the world, Dayton, Ohio. I'm training all of my buyers to not call on yard signs. So all of your 80 listings you've got, if I was in your area, brother, I hate to tell you, they ain't calling on your listings. Okay?
Yeah?
Yep. I got so sick of it, man. I got so sick of going through and getting all these buyers, building the rapport with them and whatnot, and then they go ahead and call on a damn yard sign and go to the listing agent. It's by far the worst move that a buyer can go ahead and make, and I'm training them right now to not do that. So if you ever want to come in this area, I would fully go ahead and expect to list all of your homes without yard signs, because my buyers will not be calling on them. I promise you that, brother. I promise you that. So, guys, that is kind of what we're doing just for our brokerage. Okay, this was our biggest mind map that we have, because I'm really building it out big. Okay, so to kind of recap this and to kind of for our team, what we're doing is our goals here at the end. I always have at the very bottom of this mind map, I've got the goals. Our goal is to bring in 2,000 new buyer leads. Okay, our goal is to close on 25 buyers, 12 of them rent to own and 3 retail. Our average commission to be $3,500, because we very consistently hit that. And then our profit for the month will be $87,000, $87,500. Now, guys, think about this, of what I just showed you. Think about what I just showed you, guys. I have my map. This map took me a couple of hours to go ahead and make. The entire thing. It took me a couple hours to go ahead and make. Now I know exactly what I need to do each and every single month in order to go ahead and hit this $87,500. I know not only what I'm going to do, but who's going to do it, and then how to go ahead and do it. So, guys, there's no more winging it. There's no more winging it. You need to do a map like this each and every single month into your business, or you're just winging it. And I guarantee you're not happy with your profits if you're just winging it. I can promise you that. So there is my map for our actual brokers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, what the hell do you think of this call so far? What do you think of this call so far? Are you getting a lot of great content on this? Am I completely wasting your time? What do you think of this call real quick? So I need to know. I need to know, or else I'm just going to get off the line. Awesome stuff. Josh, great job, but you are ugly. I'm just kidding, dude. It didn't say that. It didn't say that, Hardy. I'm just kidding.
I know that's not true.
Yeah. John, you are so great. Georgie Duran, appreciate that. Great content. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Great stuff. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Off the cha-cha-cha-cha-chang. You blowing it up, John. I told you I was going to rock the dot. Come on, people. It's really good content. Getting really good information. Lee Bryant, my man. Good stuff. Amazing. You're rocking it. Man, there's a lot of people on the line. Dude, look at all these comments. Guys, you guys are awesome. You guys are absolutely awesome. That's why I do what I do. It's because you guys keep on driving me to go ahead and just share all my ideas. Share everything with you guys. That's why I do what I do. Okay? And that's why I do it. Because the comments, Josh, if you look at all the comments, I guarantee you that we probably have about 150 comments that we just got just by me asking that question.
Nice. Love it.
Just from that as well. So guys, the turtle man call time. Yee! Live action. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. So guys, I'm going to go ahead, and you guys are digging this stuff. You know, you guys are digging this stuff as I knew you guys would. Georgie Duran, you're having a baby? Whoa. You're going to have to go ahead and email me and my mama. You're going to have to go ahead and do it. Georgie did a one-on-one with me, probably, I'd say in July of last year. An awesome person. So, Georgie, go ahead and send us all the details on that, and we look forward to hearing about that for sure. All right, guys. So, guys, that was kind of what my mind map is on how I'm going to go ahead and make $87,500 in my actual brokerage. But you obviously know that I do a hell of a lot more than just my real estate brokerage. I do a lot more than that. Okay, so I also invest in real estate as well. So, guys, obviously I have a lot of focus. I've got all of my focus on the HUD wholesaling. So I do a lot of the HUD wholesaling. So kind of here is what we are doing inside of the HUD wholesaling. Guys, and I want you to take note on something as well. I really want you to take note on this. Josh, let me ask you a question. Out of that whole brokerage thing, how much was I personally involved in any of this?
I didn't see a whole lot. I see John approves all the ads.
Yeah.
And John approves the blog posts.
That's about it.
Other than that, I didn't see a whole lot. I mean, you know, this is the essence of working on your business, John, that you put together the map, you put together the game plan, you put the people in place, you recruit and bring on talented personnel, and then you give them a plan that they can execute, and so you don't have to be in the business at all. And that's obviously a business. You know, like I often think in my area about Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert owns the Cleveland Cavaliers. He owns the Horseshoe Casino in Cleveland. He owns the minor league hockey team. He owns the minor league basketball team in Canton. He owns Quicken Loans. He owns Rock Financial. He owns part of Fathead. He owns, I've heard upwards, in some cases, of upwards of 50 businesses. I've heard 25 businesses. And these are multi-million dollar companies, especially, obviously, when you're talking about Quicken Loans, the largest mortgage underwriter in the country that does loans online. And when Dan Gilbert started these companies and runs these companies, in nowhere did he write himself into the daily business plan. And this is, again, I think a big mistake that a lot of people are thinking. You know, it's only January 3rd. People are still writing their New Year's resolutions and thinking about what they want to accomplish in 2013. And I would argue that the majority of the people on the line, and the majority of the people that I consult with, John, and you consult with, they create these grand plans for business, and the number one mistake they make is writing themselves into the plan.
Yep.
They really don't need to be involved. There's this misconceived idea that if I start a business, I have to do everything first. You know, I have to do it well, or I have to do it first. The point is if you hire and recruit the best people, that they will do it far better than you ever could anyway.
And just to back you up on that, guys, when we just went through this mind map here on blogging, why did I not blog? Was it because I didn't know how to do it, or actually, to be honest with you, I didn't know how to do it. I don't
suck at it.
Yeah, I suck at it. That is not a good use of my time, and I suck at it. It's that simple. But guys, that's why I hired somebody for $4 an hour to get it done, because I know it's important. And guys, once I was, you know, I'm not saying that everybody on the line is like that, but I guarantee that if you showed a mind map, and I know, Josh, you've got a mind map like this that I got it when I was a student under you, is that when you got all these tasks, you know, you've got you in the middle, and you do all these tasks. Okay, you're responsible for everything. And whenever, really, honestly, Josh Cantwell, showed me how the hell to go ahead and get out of the business and to start working on my business, is when I stopped losing money. That's when I stopped losing money, and when I started actually making money, and then life got fun. then life got fun, and then I'm able to go ahead and go to Vegas here in a couple weeks. I'm able to go to San Francisco in a couple weeks and eat some KFC chicken with Cantwell. And I'm able to go ahead and go to Maui. It's because I don't work inside of my business, guys. I work on it. And the map that I'm showing you guys right here, if you guys just take, just a little bit of time out of your day, just a little bit of time towards the end of the month to go ahead and do, you guys can do this as well. But I'm not involved in any of this stuff. So let's keep on rocking out. So guys, I'm obviously do a lot of investing as well. So I do a lot of HUD wholesaling. That's where my main focus is. And here's kind of where what the process is. Shauna goes ahead and gathers the list. Okay, so she is responsible for going ahead and gathering the list each and every single day. I go ahead and I look at that list that Shauna goes ahead and gathers, and I pick target properties, meaning that I find properties that look good. Okay, so I know the area pretty well, so I go ahead and pick find the brick ranch, that Brady house or whatever, that brick ranch that's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath that everybody wants. And I go ahead and I pick those target properties out, and then I go ahead and I bid 72% on. Go ahead and take note on that, people, because I didn't give that away in the HUD course. Okay, I gave everything away, but I just started doing that probably about, I don't know, a month ago, something like that, and I have literally almost doubled my deals. 72% on all your target properties. Josh, take note on that as well, brother, because I don't know that I told you that either. I tell everybody.
I'm writing it down.
So what I will do is I'll go ahead and pick out target properties from there, and then I will bid the 72% on. She will change the list, and then I'm bidding 72% on those homes. And then what Kelly does, which is my virtual assistant, and Shauna is my personal assistant, and she has people underneath her, which is the virtual assistant. Okay, so she manages our virtual assistant. She goes ahead and gives that list to Kelly. Kelly does our online bidding. She goes ahead and gets the list that Shauna puts in the Dropbox, and then she goes ahead, and this is where it is in our Dropbox actually. It's actually in purchase list, HUD list, and then she finds it from today's date, and then she bids on every single one of those properties by exactly what Shauna went ahead and gave her. We average. I want to go ahead and average. I want to do 12 wholesale deals, which we will definitely hit. And I want to average $8,500 on each one. So some of them I'm going to make $3,000 on. Some of them I'm going to make $17,000, $25,000 on. I'm involved with a deal right now that I'm making about $3,500 on. Then I'm involved with another one that I'm making $19,000. So my average, if you look at my last mind map that I just went ahead and showed you, it's about $8,500. It's raised up a little bit, but my buyers list is getting bigger and bigger as well. So average, I skipped down. Okay, so average $8,500 per deal. Then here's who's responsible for selling. Okay, here's what happens. So once we get the deals under contract and whatnot, then you got to sell them, don't you? Okay, so what happens is we can only sell one home to one buyer. It's that simple. But with the way that we're driving traffic, we're having multiple buyers want each one of these homes. Okay, so one thing that we're doing is all the extra buyers that we're getting that are all cash buyers. Okay, we are actually going ahead and giving those to our brokerage because these two businesses work hand in hand. We're giving those extra buyers to our brokerage and immediately selling homes to them as well because they're cash buyers. We can go ahead and close on them, or we can go ahead and get them under contract and then go ahead and either close on one of my HUD deals or close on another cash buyer that's on the MLS. So we immediately go ahead and get to all those extra leads to our realtors. That's just what we do. Bonnie, who is my mom, who gets raving reviews as well, she is responsible for distributing those extra buyers to all of our realtors and a round robin. So what she does is she goes ahead and all those extra buyers, she will go ahead and issue to all of our other realtors in what's called a round robin. So Realtor A gets one lead, Realtor B gets another lead, Realtor C gets the other lead, and then Realtor A gets the next lead, B, C, and so forth. And she goes ahead and does that in a round robin type format. Shauna, as soon as we go ahead and get the properties under contract and whatnot, Shauna will go ahead and send an email. She's responsible for email to our buyers list immediately. As soon as we go ahead and get it under contract, advertising that property and letting them know that, hey, we got another one. We got another one. You might have missed the last one, but we got another one. So she goes ahead, and one thing that I did not add in here, but it just works like clockwork, is that Shauna is also responsible for having me go ahead and look at every single one of those emails so that it goes ahead and gets my stamp of approval so that I can go through and, get my stamp of approval, and then she goes ahead and blasts it out to our certain list. Okay? Partner with Tom. Tom is on the line, and actually he just he just commented, dude, we need to get that up to 6 to 8. No faith in me, buddy. Come on. So Tom is actually, I met Tom through, he lives in our area and whatnot, and he actually went ahead and he bought HUD wholesaling off of me, and we have partnered up, on some deals. I told him that I would go ahead and fund all the deals. He goes ahead and finds them and whatnot. I'll fund all the deals, and we'll go ahead and split it. It's that simple because, that's just the way that it worked out best for both of us. So me and Tom, we've got deals. We just got a deal. He just sent me a text. We just looked at it over the weekend, but he just sent me a text. It's good to go, and everything like that. So we just got our first deal. So I fully expect to do 2 to 4 deals with Tom alone this month as well. So and again, it works. Tom finds the deals, John funds, and the broker sells. It's that simple. I make money, Tom makes money, the brokerage makes money. We all make money. So that's a part of the investment side that I am involved with as well. So when you total all that up for the goals investing wise, guys, the biggest thing that we go ahead and do is that we need to stay consistent with, which we do because I've got Kelly, my virtual assistant, doing all the bidding for us, is that just bid daily. So make sure that we bid daily through that list of exactly how it you see how it works. It just kind of works as an assembly line here. Shauna gets the list, I look at it, and Kelly takes it, bids on it, and then we buy them, and then it gets done that way. So Kelly bids on the homes. I'm going to buy 12 homes myself. Average profit of $8,500. Partner with Tom, which will go ahead and give us about $34,000 gross on all those for a profit on 4 homes. And then I also fund deals for local investors as well. Hence local investors, because I got people all over the country here as well. And I'm funding a deal tomorrow for a guy, and he right in my own backyard. So I'm funding a deal tomorrow for him. And, I fund deals for local investors in our area, and I, typically make about $10,000 a month doing that. So, guys, it's just from the investment side in January, we're scheduled to do $146,000. So, again, guys, take note. I'm not winging it. I'm not winging it. I have an executed plan, and I'm going to make sure that that plan hits. So, and it's all done right here. It's all mapped out for me, and you guys have to do this. You have to go through and do this. So I'm going to move on to the next section, and I'm going to go ahead and give it another live action. Man, I'm weird. Who on this line thinks that I'm weird? Who on the line thinks that I'm weird? Because I am. I'll flat out tell you, I'm weird. Nobody's apparently somebody's scared or whatever. Trisha says yes, I'm weird. I definitely do. Your enthusiasm rocks. I'm weird, though. But you're nuttier than a Snickers bar. Dude, Baron, you can leave the webinar anytime you would like, my friend. Oh, dude, that is funny shit, man. So, guys, that was the nuttier than a Snickers bar. I'm going to have to use that one for sure. So we have the brokerage. I've went through the brokerage and then also the investment side of it, of how we are going ahead and making the money in that and the map that we have. And again, you guys get this map. Everybody that stays on, I'm going to give a link at the end of this. Everybody that stays on, you're going to get a link to this map so that you can go ahead and rip it off, duplicate it, steal it, do whatever you want to go ahead and do with it so that you can, go through and just make an embarrassing amount of money as well. Okay? Buyers on fire. No secret that I've got the buyers on fire. I created the buyers on fire. It's no secret. Making a lot of changes, okay, to buyers on fire. So, a lot of changes we're going to go ahead and make on this as well. Rob Brooks just texted me, bro, you are hilarious on the webinar. You're rocking it. I love it, man. That's why I do this shit, man. It's not because I have to. It's because I love it. Because I get comments like that, and it just makes it fun, doesn't it, Josh? I mean,
makes it fun, man. You gotta take the fun approach, man. Teaching and training is a good time. We've been on the phone for 90 minutes. Got to keep tearing it up, man. Just getting on here and just talking, can get a little old, man. You got to tear it up and get a little fun and weird sometimes.
You do, man. You do. So, guys, Buyers on Fire, it's a software that I have created to go ahead and show people all over the country how to go, not to show people to do it, Okay, and we're making some major changes. We've got our own software being developed right now. We're not white labeling anything like that. So guys, fully expect some major changes to all the people that are on Buyers on Fire right now. Sahan, my boy, my programmer, my 19-year-old programmer at that. The dude is 19 years old, and the guy could code Facebook overnight. I'm telling you, the guy's a beast. And, you know, he tells me to do stuff on my computer, and I just wonder if the damn thing's going to blow up. I have no clue. So the guy's an absolute beast. Sahan, I got him going ahead and completing the software by 1/15 of 2013, so roughly here in about, 10, 12 days, something like that. Just as kind of a note to Sahan, because, again, my entire team gets this. Love the design, dude, the feel of the software that we were building. Sahan, thank you, my friend. When I said stupid proof, you took it to the new level. The design and feel is exactly what I was looking for. Excellent job, bro. So, kind of what I do sometimes in my, actually a lot of times in my mind maps as well, because my team gets it. I'll give them praises like this as well, because I appreciate each and every single person on my team, because honestly, if I didn't have my team, I wouldn't have anything. Okay, I wouldn't have anything. So I take good care of all my team for sure. I always make sure that they're provided for, and they take good care of me as well. And that's kind of what I've done and I've built, and that's what just showing him a note right here, just kind of giving him a thumbs up, saying, dude, I appreciate you and whatnot. Let me know if you need anything. So one thing that he needs to finish up is he needs to go ahead and finish out the auto tasks, so the user will never have to complete a task. Guys, I got so sick and tired of going through and, when you set a task, like I don't care what software you're using, like RealFlow or FreedomSoft, or I don't care, Infusionsoft, I don't care what task you're using, or even the current Buyers on Fire. I don't care what you are using. But guys, it's absolutely bullshit. You are skipping a step, or you're making things a little bit harder than what it should be. Whenever you create a task for yourself, so maybe I get off the phone with a buyer or a seller or whatever, and I go ahead and I get off the phone with them, and I need to create a task for myself to go ahead and email them on Wednesday because they weren't ready right now. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Guys, why the hell do you even create that task? It makes absolutely no effing sense if you really think about it. So our new software we're developing is that, there's no tasking yourself. That's bullshit if you ask me. That's absolute bullshit. There's none of that stuff. Guys, it's as simple as this. You have to call somebody on Wednesday, and you're scheduling that task on Monday. You are writing that email on Monday, and the damn software sends it out on Wednesday. It's that simple. Same thing if you got an appointment coming in. That's another thing we're doing. If you got an appointment coming in on, say, Friday, the software automatically texts them. There is no tasking involved, so it automatically follows up for you, and that's the way that I've developed is to automatically do all this stuff. Okay, to automatically go through and do all the stuff that you're not going to do anyways. I hate to tell you, but you ain't going to do it because my team don't do it either. And I got so pissed off at it not getting done that I had to have software do it. Okay, so that's one thing that he needs to go ahead and finish up. He also needs to go ahead and finish up the building out the calendar. Okay, so building out the calendar, finish out building out the squeeze pages for the users that tie into all their accounts. So one of the squeeze pages is the first thing that I brought you to on this call, which was taking you to that airline squeeze page. That's one of the squeeze pages that is going to be right inside of Buyers on Fire. So that's one of the squeeze pages that we're having in there as well. Once he's complete with that on the 15th, he's going to go ahead and start on the Buyers on Fire community so that all of our users on Buyers on Fire can go ahead and chat with all the other users of Buyers on Fire so that they can be in a mastermind setting as well, kind of like what Facebook does. It is absolutely mind-blowing. You will wet your pants when you see it. I can promise you that. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Buyers on Fire, me personally, I need to go ahead and finish up the new campaigns. So shoot the videos, write the copy, all that stuff. I do personally do that because I need to go ahead and test it. So I need to go ahead and do the new rent-to-own campaigns, the retail campaigns, the cash buyer campaigns, the referral campaigns, and the agent recruitment campaign that are all going to be right inside of the new software, Buyers on Fire. Homebackers, our brokerage is beta testing this right now. So our brokerage is beta testing this right now. I'm just shooting notes right here. Shannon, let me know any suggestions or complaints. He's my main lead feeder, and just kind of a note to the entire team, of all 14 of us. Work the software, work the software and report back to me with any suggestions or complaints. Maybe something's not working smoothly for you or whatnot. I can't stand, guys, whenever somebody will create a software and then they get out of the business because there's so much money in it or something like that. I can't stand that. And that's why I got to give my hats off to, the people that, like Cantwell and stuff like that. The dude's still in the business, and that's why, he crushes it, because he is still in the business, and the dude just murders it. Same with me. I'm never getting out of the business because most of my money is made inside of the real estate business as well. So you know what? If you think that you're going to go ahead and just me develop this cool software that's not going to be user-friendly or not going to be functional or just have all these features that are just cool but don't work, you're to the wrong place on Buyers on Fire. I can definitely tell you that. So we're going to go ahead and continue to beta test that as well. And we're pretty close to it as well anyways. We're going to release that the end of January to the actual public, which would be you or people in my mastermind, possibly even a little bit before that. Goals from Buyers on Fire is Sahan to obviously go ahead and get it 100% complete, done, program, done, complete. I want to go ahead and sell it to 200 new users. So I want to go ahead and, on the release, I want to go ahead and sell it to 200 new users. Get everybody else going ahead and using the software so they can duplicate, building a big list and sending out text messages and selling properties and having our software go ahead and work your leads for you. Obviously, one of the major goals that we have is to make the software flawless and extreme. Okay, those are two really, really powerful words, and I have them posted all over my office. Make the software flawless and extreme. Okay, and the profit on that, I want to go ahead and make $150,000 in January on that release. Obviously, we're at the end of a section, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to give it a yee live action. Man, I'm weird. I am weird. I can hear you giggling, Cantwell. I can hear it. You're like, who is this freaking clown?
Unfortunately, I've known you too long.
Yeah, dude, that's something else. So, guys, also I have, obviously I got the King of Systems where I train you guys. Okay, so where I train you guys on kind of what I do in the investment side and what I do in the actual broker side, whether it's bringing in a big buyers list or whatnot. Okay, so System Saturday, I continue to do my System Saturday. People love it. You guys love it. I mean, am I wrong, or do you guys love it? It's just great content. It's great videos to go ahead and just make you just an embarrassing amount of money, and that's what it's about. And all my System Saturdays are Andrew and Scott actually go ahead and shoot, and they're responsible for editing them. If you kind of want to get a snapshot of what's involved in the future on the System Saturdays is how to write emails, how to properly write emails to your list that actually sell. That's what I gave Howie. How I really did some mentoring with Howie, some masterminding with him in order to go ahead and go through and get his emails to actually sell, because his emails were absolutely terrible. They sucked. I told him that. I was very blunt with him, and he cannot ride a four-wheeler either. Side note. Man, I'm weird. How to know, another one of them is how to know how much money in repairs on a house. So whenever you walk through a HUD home, how much money do you know is needed in repairs? I've got an automated system for that, so that's going to be a future System Saturday. I'm also going to go through the power of 10% of, I'm not even going to explain it, I'll do it in the System Saturday, and then branding your company image. Really branding your company image, kind of like, not like what I am on TV and whatnot, but really just branding your company. And it's when I first started in business, guys, it was all about focus on me. It was all focused on me, and now it's all focused on my companies. I could give two shits about me. I can die. My companies cannot. A good friend of mine and Josh's, Scott Miller, and Josh, you're going to go ahead and remember this, but something that was really eye-opening to me, and I already knew it, but we all have a mastermind. We all got a mastermind together. We got a lot of people in this mastermind and whatnot, but one thing that was really eye-opening to me that Scott said is his name of his company is Miller Lane. And the cool thing that he said, I'll never forget what he said, is that the M in Miller and the L in Lane is all lowercase. And the reason that he did that in all lowercase because he wanted the public to know that it was not all about him. Okay, so it's not all about him, because it was it was a kind of a I'm better than you thing. Okay, so it's kind of a I'm better than you thing at, if I capitalize my company name, mine is totally capitalized to the freaking hilt, and you know what? I'm not going to change it because it's just branded that way. But I would have really thought about it. But if it's all capitalized or something like that, that's telling me that the company is better than the actual public. Okay, and that's not the way it is, and that's not what you want to do. And basically, he went ahead and he put all of his company name in all lowercase so that the public would know that he is not better than them. And I thought that was a really good tip. Anybody on the line want to go ahead and comment on that? Feel free to go ahead and do it. But I thought it was an amazing tip. So those were the 4 System Saturday videos that we're going to be shooting all in January, which will be airing in February, obviously. For the King of Systems as well, for the information side of the business, I also got an ebook coming out. And the title of the ebook is How I Really Bought a HUD Home for $18.47. The 31 unknown tips and tricks used to buy over 10 HUD properties a month. So I had an ebook written. You're going to, you guys will all get access to it if you want. But I got an ebook written. It's going to rock the docs. It's really amazing. Tina goes ahead and she wrote the ebook for me. It's going to be anywhere between 30 to 40 pages. Actually, she just shot me a copy of it, and it's right at 40 pages. Okay, so all I got to go through and do is go through and read it, give it my stamp of approval again, and I hired her to go ahead and write that. She's like, if I need something long written or whatnot, I go to Tina on that because she knows how to go. She knows my mindset. She knows my weird personality that Rob Brooks has just said, that Lee Bryant has just said, that Tom Bushman has just said. Everybody knows that I'm weird, goofy, whatnot. She has that same personality, which is what I wanted, because I'm not going to sit there and spend I'm not going to go ahead and write 40 pages of an ebook. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that it's all accurate and that it's all really good stuff, and I might add a few things to that as well. So Tina's going to go ahead, and actually she's written the ebook for me. Charlotte is my designer. So Charlotte goes ahead and designs all my stuff, from the websites to just anything, my banners, anything. She goes ahead and designs for me. Charlotte's going to design the ebook cover of that, and it's going to outline the 31 tips and tricks that I use on a daily basis to buy HUD homes cheap. That's what it is all about. And what I do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to read whenever Tina has it complete for approval. So she's pretty much got the most of it done right now. She's got the most of it done. Not 100%, but it's probably at least 85% done. And then I'll go ahead and read the rest of it. And then I even took it so far, guys, that I am so freaking lazy. I don't even think it's lazy. I think it's actually getting smart. Is that during this ebook, right before this webinar, I got the copy of this ebook, and I literally went through and I shot an email to my assistant. I shot an email to my mom. I said, hey, read this and let me know if it's good. If it's good with them, then I'm going to go ahead and read it. And I saw Shauna, my assistant, going through and doing all of her edits and whatnot. She's a nerd. She's an absolute nerd, and I know she's going to stick her head in the door right now, because she's doing all of her nerd edits and making sure that all the grammar was proper and all this and that. But I had them go ahead and read it so that I can have them go ahead and make sure that it's cool with them. And if it's cool with them, they know what I like, and then it's going to probably be cool with me, so it'll make my read a lot easier. Once it goes ahead and gets approval from me, the final approval, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that book on Amazon. I've never done it before. I have no clue how to do it, but my best friend does. Corey Boatwright, he's another ugly one. Man, I got a lot of ugly friends. I really do. I got a lot of ugly friends. Cantwell, he'd scare a vampire. Corey, he's just ugly. He's just ugly. But he's going to go ahead and he's going to help me get that book out on Amazon.com. So to go ahead and I'm going to charge for the book for sure. So it's not going to be like a free download or anything. I'm not getting that shit away for free. It took me way too long to create it. But he's going to go ahead and help me go ahead and get it out to Amazon, which I have no clue on, and I'm going to go ahead and sell it for $47. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do. The goals for the King of Systems is to keep giving my subscribers, which is you, the best cutting-edge content that you can't find anywhere else. So really, guys, you get killer stuff from me, and I know that you do. Same with Cantwell. I've been on webinars with his subscribers and whatnot, and he gives awesome content. I mean, and that's what it's all about, is really just going ahead and just delivering cutting-edge content that you can't get anywhere. I mean, I would almost guarantee, and comment in right now, you know, do you guys think that I give killer content? I mean, do I give you content, you know, and me and Campbell, do we guys give you content that you just cannot get anywhere else? Because we are in the business, we are doing this day to day, and we do run these businesses like it's a business. I mean, or does my content completely suck? I mean, I don't know. You know, first rate, yes, 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 you do. It's crazy good. Yes, always. And see, that's why I keep doing this stuff. That is why I keep doing this stuff. So guys, that means a lot to me. It really does. And that's why I keep giving the content that you can't find anywhere else. You can't find this from any other quote-unquote guru. Don't ever call me a guru, by the way. I don't like it, okay, because I'm not one. Okay, I'm just a normal guy that just likes the Turtle Man. Okay, and I just happen to know I just happen to know. You know, another one is not just the Turtle Man. I'm starting to really get into Gator Boys too. So where these retards go ahead and they might even be on the line. These guys, they go through and they catch these gators, man. They will like go and swim with them and just catch them. These guys are nuts. They're absolutely crazy. So yeah, dude, I've been watching that as well, and you know, it just rocks the dock. So my goals for the King of Systems is to just keep giving my subscribers the best cutting-edge content that they cannot get anywhere else. I want to go ahead and I want to sell 100 of those ebooks at $47, which is obviously going to go ahead and bring me in $4,700 on that as well. So, guys, a lot of people have been asking me, and I just want to let you guys know right now that you just went through a mastermind call. Okay, you just went through a mastermind call, and I want you to comment in right now. What did you think of this mastermind call that I just did? What did you think? What were your feelings on this call right now? Tell me what you thought of this. What did you think of this? Overwhelming? Absolutely. I totally agree. That's why I freaking record this stuff. Excellent. Great detailed content. Master mindful. I like it. Great. It was awesome. A lot of detail. Pretty cool. Lots of info. I have a lot of work to do. But great. Great system to plan and monitor your business. Great information, full of details. You do talk really fast, though. Hey, you know, hey, we've been on this for 2 hours, just about. And I hate to tell you, but you know what? I can't show you a $500,000 a month business and just talk slow. I mean, I can't do it. Very detailed. Tons of info, as always. Wonderful. If I can implement, you can implement, John. That is not a problem. That is not a problem. Oh, geez, Lee Bryant. Very good. We'll make money off you once again. I love it. Very, very good. It is amazing to see how many things that you are involved with and still so happy and not overwhelmed. Georgie, I mean, you've done a one-on-one with me. You've seen, you know, my business. You've seen how calm I am. She even said that I was better looking in person. I mean, it's kind of surprised me, you know. But better looking than, man, I'm full of shit. I really am. But guys, it's the truth of it is that if you look at this entire mind map, I'm not involved with very much of it. I just create the mind map and I let my team go ahead and take care of it. I'm very calm. If you want to go through and you know, just test me on it or whatnot, just go ahead and give us a call or whatnot, and you'll just see. I don't freak out or anything like that. I've got an amazing team. I really do, and I've trained them well. Awesome content, truly unique. No rehash material, timely and resourceful, good stuff, best of the best, great content, hard for the average investor to implement. I would hardly go ahead and I would strongly disagree with that. Where's Josh? Where's Josh? Josh, you here, man?
I'm just chilling, man. I'm listening. This call's about you, man. This is about you and your subscribers. I'm here to support you, my brother.
Oh, come on. Great ideas to build on. Guys, there is hundreds of comments on this. I mean hundreds. Okay, literally. I mean, and you guys just went through a call. You just went through a mastermind call, and I think that you would kind of agree that it's absolutely mind-boggling, all the stuff that I'm involved with and how system-oriented that you can possibly go ahead and be. Guys, I have gotten a lot of comments, okay? And a lot of people want to go ahead and do one-on-one training with me. Guys, the whole truth of it is that I'm one person. I am one person. Josh Cantwell is one person. And I cannot go through and do that with really everybody. It's just that simple. I cannot go ahead and do that. But I've gotten so many requests at this that, we are going to go ahead and offer you, okay, this is going to be the softest sell of your life because I really don't care. I just wanted to go ahead and deliver you some killer content. That's really what I wanted to go ahead and do. Well, guys, and starting in February, me and Josh are going to go ahead and do 2-on-1, meetings with you. Anybody that wants to go ahead and do it, where we rip apart your business, okay? Me and my partner, Josh Cantwell, ripping apart your business, showing you how to get an unlimited amount of leads and reconstruct your business in a way that it runs on autopilot without you, just like I just showed you in this map. Two of us locked into a room tackling your business so that we can look at your business so that we can show you the route that we go ahead and take to make a lot of money. We're an open book, guys. We're going to answer any questions and concern that you have in your entire business, okay? Whether it's finding and analyzing deals, have buyers on demand, raising over $250,000 in money in just 30 days. We've been there. We've done it. We can show you how to go ahead and do it, okay? So kind of, guys, what we do a lot, not a lot, but we have done in the past 2-on-1s with people where me and Josh get into the room with somebody and we go ahead and we reconstruct your business. Okay, and here's kind of what you learn in the 2-on-1s. Okay, you learn all about marketing, automation, and most importantly, building business systems so that you can truly understand how to duplicate everything inside of your business over and over and over again, just like I've done, just like Josh has done. This is the only way, guys, that I've been able to go ahead and take a vacation whenever the hell I want. I just got back from Maui, and you know what? My business still did close to $500,000 in 2 months. How in the world did I do that? We go ahead and we unleash it all, okay? That's one of the things. Guys, whenever we do one-on-ones, this is my favorite thing about this. This is my favorite thing, and I know this is Josh's favorite thing as well on the one-on-ones that we go ahead and do. We build you a roadmap. I just showed you my roadmap, okay? I just showed you my roadmap that all 300-plus people on the line are going to go ahead and get. But we build you a roadmap that is just specific to you. Okay, my thing is what's the point of even spending 2 days with me and Josh if you don't even have a map to follow? Because you're going to go ahead and you're going to consume all of this freaking information, and then you're going to do nothing with it because you don't have a map to follow. So we go ahead and we build you your own personal map so that you can go through and do that. Okay, just follow your map, and it's going to be mind-boggling. It's going to be mind-boggling, but it's going to be step-by-step, just like this one is. So that you can go ahead and just make a lot of money. Without a map, you have nothing. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, whenever you leave those 2-on-1s, if you choose to go ahead and do that, guys, this map is going to be massive. But it's going to be the key to your success. I built a new one of these, just like you just see, each and every single month to run all of my companies. This is the only way you're going to make something happen is to have a detailed map where to go ahead and start. And that's what we do. We build that map for you so that you can go ahead and just just run by that map. Just like I did for my 90-day body challenge at the very beginning, I had that map and I just went ahead and I hit it. Okay, I just went ahead and I did that. We record every single one of the sessions, so all the sessions are recorded on video, either by Josh's video guy or my video guy, so you don't have to feel like whenever you go home you're going to be lost or anything like that. It's recorded for you so that you get the interaction and whatnot, so that you can go ahead and have that video for life. Okay, and the students love that we go ahead and tape all those closed-door sessions. I got a lot of students on the line that have done one-on-ones with me. Georgie, Mike Barron, who told me that I was nuttier than a Snickers bar. Georgie's having a baby. That's amazing. We end up becoming really, really good friends with each other, and, that's really what it's all about. Learning a lot of stuff and going ahead and making a lot of money and having a lot of fun. What are mine and Josh's goal for the 2-on-1s that we go ahead and do? Is to get you working on your business and not in it. You can see here, I don't work inside my business and neither does Josh. It is that simple. That is the way to grow your business. And our goal is to show you how to work on it, grow it, and not work in it and fail it and sink it. Okay, and once I figured that out, once Josh figured that out, is when the profits really started to get even embarrassing to even talk about. That's the whole truth of it, and that's the whole goal behind that. We're only going to go ahead and do this in February. By far, we're only 2 people. We can only take, Josh, how many people do you even want to take? Maybe 3, 4?
Yeah, I'm thinking probably 4. I mean, these these 2-day 2-on-1s are a lot of work, but it's really fun, and it forces me to reevaluate some things in my own business as I teach other people. And then John, you and I get the chance to just have a blast and share ideas as well. So it's a really good time, but I have other obligations and things I want to do. So I'm thinking probably 4.
Cool. That's kind of what I was thinking, dude. Because I don't want to. I mean, I can't. I can't. You can't. It's just that simple. So, also one thing too, guys, that I personally am going to go ahead and do that I do with all my 2-on-1s is that if you do a 2-on-1 with me and Josh, you get any of my trainings for free for life. It's that simple. You get any of my stuff for free for life. Anything that I come out with in the future, anything like that, all the upfront fee, anything like that, it is completely waived. You don't have to pay any of that stuff. You just get it for life. And you know what? That's just the way that I want to go ahead and run my business. I think that's the right thing to go ahead and do because it tells me that you're a team player, that you are willing to go ahead and take your business to the next level. You're trusting in me to go ahead and help you take to the next level. So I'm going to go ahead and give you anything that I've got for free for the rest of your life. Okay, it's that simple. And what we do on this, guys, is this is by application only. So I don't want a storm of people or anything like that coming involved because we are just 2 people, and it is just me and him behind closed doors being recorded, ripping apart your business. Just go to apply. Go to apply at thekingofsystems.com/coaching. So go and apply and go and just fill that out. Do a 2-on-1 with me and Josh. We'll get back to you. We'll talk to you probably personally. And just go ahead and just go and apply at thekingofsystems.com/coaching. Josh, is there anything before I move on? Is there anything that you would kind of like to add to these 2-on-1s that we go ahead and do before I move on?
Well, yeah, I mean, for us, it's one of the funnest things that we do. Like I said, it's a lot of work, but it's the opportunity for someone to really come in and see your business, John, and see exactly how it works. A lot of people tell us in these 2-on-1s, look, I bought your courses, I've been on your webinars. I just want to know exactly what it is that you do so I can duplicate it. And this is basically 48 hours of showing you in detail, walking you around the office, showing you who we are, what we do, having you meet our employees, go out to dinner, be around the people that we're around every day, and just soak it in so that you can go home and basically have your own map, have your own plan, and then just execute and duplicate what's already working. And that's one of the beautiful things about a mastermind group. So when we get together in a large mastermind with 30, 40 people in the room, that's essentially what you're getting is the ability to see what other people are doing, what they've tried, take notes, and then go home and rip off and duplicate what other people have done. The 2-on-1 is basically a 3-person mastermind. It's me, John, and you for those people who are going to apply for the 2-on-1 and have the opportunity to see how John runs his brokerage and his investment business, how I run my brokerage and my investment business, and then how we bolt on other things that make passive income, like rental properties, our information publishing businesses, our coaching companies, et cetera, et cetera. So if you really want the shortcut, the roadmap to get from where you are now to where you want to be in the shortest amount of time possible and for the least amount of money in that time, the 2-on-1 is the absolute best route to go.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it changed my life, when I do 2-on-1s with people as well, or I do 1-on-1s with people as well. I've got mentors too, and, I do it as well. And I can't tell you how much money that I've wasted into real estate. I really can't. I can't tell you how much money that I have wasted into real estate just simply because, I didn't have that map. I was trying to figure all this shit out myself. And I want to know from somebody that's already been there. I want to know that, you have been there and you can tell me how in the world to go ahead and do this. And so that I, lose the risk of going ahead and losing. I bet you I've lost just in bad real estate deals and whatnot, probably $100,000. And that's just being honest. I probably lost $100,000 just getting into bad deals. And if I would have done something about that earlier, I wouldn't have lost that money by any means. So, guys, it's an amazing experience. It's definitely a way to go ahead and take yourself to the next level, for sure. For sure. And guys, just go to thekingofsystems.com/coaching, and we'll go ahead and reach out to you and whatnot, and we'll go ahead and take care of that. Guys, it is an investment. It is an investment for sure to go ahead and do it, because it is mine, Josh's time. It's not. It's probably half of what it should be. It's not anywhere where it should be, but you know, it's just is what it is. We love helping people, but you know, it is what it is. But it is going to be an investment for sure. And then we also have an online mastermind. You guys, you just got onto an online mastermind, and I just read every single one of the comments from this. So my thing to you guys is this. I want you guys to join a mastermind, because I want you to take your business to the next level. Okay, I really do. I want you to go ahead and take your business to the next level, and that's just the whole truth of it. So if you liked this call, you haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen shit yet. That's the whole truth of it. And me and Josh, what we do is we hold a call every single Tuesday, typically at 4 o'clock. Depending on the holidays and whatnot, sometimes we'll have to move the call to 2 o'clock. Sometimes we'll even have to move the call to Thursdays, like today's call is on Thursdays. But you just seen a mastermind call and kind of what is involved with this call, and it's really, really helpful. I mean, whenever you can mastermind with people that are smarter than you, and you can start masterminding with people, that's really what it's all about. So I just want to tell you about the mastermind that we have. And again, I just wanted to deliver content to you. If you guys want to join, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. If you want to go ahead and you know, do it on your own, that's completely fine. It's totally up to you. But guys, you get access to all of our training material anyways, so tons of it. We've got a membership site, weekly online training webinars every single Tuesday, again, at 4 o'clock. Everything gets recorded, okay? So everything gets recorded just in case you go ahead and miss it. So just like this call is being recorded right now, I'm going to go ahead and put this call right into that mastermind site, so that we can go ahead and all of our subscribers who are on the line will go ahead and get that as well, so that you can go ahead and get this video and watch it as well and keep it. So it all gets recorded and stored in that membership site. Guys, it is cutting edge information. It is cutting edge information, just like you just saw. And if you want a head start, and have access to secrets, you know, kind of months and months before the public, you probably want to go ahead and get inside this. That's the whole truth of it, is that you probably want to go ahead and get involved with this mastermind. So it's cutting edge stuff, just like you just saw on here. It's just kind of me and Josh. Sometimes I'll do the call solo. Sometimes Josh will do the call solo, but the content just never dies. I mean, it never dies. It's always raving content that we're kind of doing in our business, and kind of to let you know what these mastermind calls are about. Guys, this is what it is. Kind of the first week of every single month, what we do is we have our title of our webinar is What's Working Now. Okay, so it's What's Working Now. We do this on the first Tuesday of every single month, and we share with you guys what's working now and what's new into our business. So some of the past calls that we have done has been how to drive 40 eagers to a house all in 15 minutes, how to raise over $200,000 in private money in 30 days. You'll even get the documents that we use as well. We don't hold anything back inside this. Some other past calls have been 13 sneaky secrets to building a huge buyer's list and sell properties just by sending out an email or text messages. So those are individual calls, what we go ahead and do, that you will be involved with, and that everybody inside of the mastermind is involved with. So that's just what we do on week number 1. I love it. I absolutely love it. What's working now? And it's not just about me and Mr. Ugly Cantwell. It's not just about us, guys, okay? It's not about that, guys. We learn stuff from you guys as well, and it's a big mastermind. There's like, honestly, there's a couple thousand people into this mastermind, and we just learn from you. And obviously, me and Josh are the heads of it, okay? Kind of keeping it, keeping it, to where it's not out of control or anything like that. But we are the head of it, but we do obviously get insight from you guys as well, and we want your input and what you're doing so that we can help tweak you, and other members can help tweak you as well. So we all grow. We're bigger than, you can be bigger than you could ever even imagine, and I've grown immensely from that. So that's what we do on week number 1 is just what's working now. Week number 2 is all about deal or no deal. So you can be a fly on the wall while me and Josh analyze your deals for you. So if you guys kind of got questions about some deals that you're involved with or whatnot, hey, just bring them to us, and we'll go ahead and analyze those deals, let you know what our opinion, or what our humble opinion is. If we think that it's a good deal, bad deal, if or not. Okay, we've even partnered with some people on this as well. With some deals that they maybe couldn't come up with the funding, they couldn't find the buyer or whatnot. We've partnered with people as well on that as so. Guys, it's a really good call as well. The second week is analyzing all of your deals for you. Week number 3, it's a perfect follow-up. It's an absolutely perfect follow-up because what we do is what's called office hours, okay? So it's called office hours, and what we do on the 3rd Tuesday of every single month is we open up, it's a live Q&A, just nothing but Q&As. That's it, just questions and answers where you're firing in questions to us, and we're just answering it. And it's not just me and Josh on these calls either. It's other key staff and other experts. So maybe we'll bring on other people that are in our mastermind. Maybe we will go ahead and bring on maybe my title company that can answer any possible questions that you would ever even imagine, in the real estate business. Maybe I'll bring in a loan officer to show you how in the world to find somebody like that. Or it's not just all about us, is basically what I'm saying. So it's all open mic Q&A calls just with us, our key staff, and our experts to go ahead and just any questions that you get are completely answered for you. Week number 4, it's the systems and tool time. So it's systems and tool time. So what we do on the 4th Tuesday of every single month is we demonstrate the newest tools and the systems that we use in order to go ahead and automate our business. So, I'll show you stuff like what I just showed in this mastermind call, and I'll show you stuff like the new buyer squeeze page that we have that the public is not going to see, honestly, for maybe 6 months to a year. That's the whole truth of it, is they're not going to see that for 6 months to a year. And you're going to be able to go ahead and get that stuff right now. And I'm going to show you, and Josh is going to show you guys the newest stuff that we're doing in our business, and other members as well are going to show you what they're doing inside of their business that is new, that is working for them, so that you always stay with the newest tools and the cutting edge information. Okay? The coolest thing that I like about this is that you get all of my training. So everybody that is inside of this mastermind, you get absolutely every single one of my trainings, A, before the actual public, okay, but B, you get all 50% off all the upfront cost on them. So if you bought, Buyers on Fire and say it's $1,000, you get it for $500. If you bought HUD wholesaling for $9.95, you get it for half off, $500, whatever. You get all of as long as you stay in this mastermind, you go ahead and you get absolutely every single bit of my stuff at 50% off all the upfront cost. I've been waiting, and I've done it. I've been waiting, and everybody that is my subscriber has been waiting for me to go ahead and come out with a system to go ahead and get all my stuff half off or for free. And the reason, and I fixed this, okay, and the reason that is because, guys, I don't sell the $97 product. It's because all of my stuff works. I just got a comment, and I cannot remember your name, but they just commented in and said that they just did their first HUD deal and made, I can't even remember how much it was. It was getting ready to close here in a couple days. I'd love to go ahead, comment in again if that was you that commented in on that. Okay, so comment in on that if you did that. So, but that's why I do all that stuff, and you get all that up at 50% off all the upfront cost. And what's the cost on it? Obviously, all you got to do is go to wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind, and for things that people pay me and Josh $25,000 a year for in our other masterminds, for people that pay that, okay, for our face-to-face masterminds and whatnot, if you want the online version of that, guys, you would be an absolute, and don't take offense to this, anybody on the line, but if you are in real estate, okay, and you do not get into this mastermind, you have issues, okay? And the reason that you have issues is very, very simple. Guys, I have prices to where anybody can go ahead and get involved. Anybody can get involved. It's $67 freaking a month. You get calls just like this for $67 a month. Are you kidding me? And if you want a really good smoking deal on it, pay $497 up front, and I'll go ahead and I'll give you the whole year for $497. This is stuff that I pay, Josh pays $25,000 a year for, and you get it for $67 a month or $497, and you get calls just like I just went ahead and gave you for $67 a month or $497 for upfront, just for the entire year. And that's at about 40% discount. I can't go ahead and roll anything out any cheaper than that. So, guys, if you want to go ahead and get involved with these calls every single Tuesday, okay, every single Tuesday we do these calls. If you want to go ahead and get involved with this and dominate your business, be on the cutting edge of everything, and get things before the actual public, and get 50% off of all of my trainings, go to wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind. Go there right now, okay? Go there right now, and there's 2 links right underneath the video kind of explaining a little bit about the mastermind, okay? So go ahead and just click whatever payment option you want. You either want to pay the full pay, the $497 and get it off at even cheaper, or you can go ahead and pay the $67 a month. I don't really care. It doesn't matter, but you need to get in on this cutting edge information. I can tell you, I cannot roll it out any cheaper, and I've priced this in a way to where anybody can go ahead and get involved with it, okay? So I've priced it to where anybody can go ahead and get involved with it. So, Cantwell, you have to get off the line for sure. I just got your text, brother, so any final words or anything like that, man?
Oh, no, dude, like, I really enjoy these webinars, man, where we just get on the line and just share ideas and go back and forth, and it's really something I wish we should do a lot more of. And in the mastermind, we're going to do a lot more of it. Our next call is Tuesday, January 8th. We'll be focusing on what's working now in our business, and those calls are all content. There's nothing to buy. There's no pitch, and we have other successful students on the line that share their ideas that are in the mastermind. John and I share our best ideas, and really it's the same exact type of material that other folks are paying $24,000 a year for, but we do it online. So it obviously saves a lot of expense with travel, flying into places like Vegas or Florida or Arizona, and we do it online. So the material is fresher, the material is newer, and you're going to love it. We have thousands of members already enrolled in that program, and we're looking forward to having you in there. So, John, thanks a lot for having me on the line today. Was able to share a little bit of insight into what we're doing. I look forward to being on the call with you on Tuesday, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Feel free to get off, dude. I appreciate you like always, and just go crush it on your other webinar, brother.
Awesome, man. Sounds great. You guys take care. Have a great new year. Talk to you soon.
Guys, I have had people saying that the link is not working. It is working just fine. It's wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind. You see here, I am here right now. So some people have said that the link is broken. Lisa says that the link is broken, so maybe you just typed it in wrong or something like that. So I know people are actually going ahead and ordering right now as well. So just go to wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind to go ahead and get involved with calls like I just went ahead and gave you, so that you can go ahead and get the cutting edge information. Actually, as a matter of fact, the link to my mind map, okay, the link to my mind map that you got right here that we just went through, okay, for everybody still on the line, is actually at wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind. So go there. It's at the same exact site that I just went ahead and gave you. So right here. So go to wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind. Go ahead and watch my video of the actual mastermind that we have right now to go ahead and get involved. One payment of $497, 40% off, or you can go ahead and join it for $67 a month. It's cheap as hell. You can go ahead and click here to apply for a 2-on-1 with me and Josh, or you can go through here and click to download the January mind map, which I just went ahead and showed you. So it's at wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind. Very, very simple, guys. As far as this mastermind, or as far as this mind map goes, there's really no secret sauce to this or anything like that. This is an Xmind software format. Okay, so you need to go ahead and download for free Xmind mind mapping software, and I've got the link right here. It's available on a PC or a Mac, and you can go through and just click this, download the actual software. Again, it's free, which will allow you to go ahead and click here to download the January mind map, which you see, which is right here. And all you have to do is just click this. It'll go, and you just save the file, and then you can go ahead and open it once you have the Xmind software. So, guys, that was it. I strongly advise you to go ahead and get into this mastermind, because Obviously, you didn't even know that I did calls like this because I don't invite everybody to it, but I wanted to drop some serious knowledge on you guys and really help you guys out for the new year. Wanted to help you guys out for the new year so that you can go ahead and dominate. You can go ahead and see what is possible to go ahead and make $500,000 in 2 months, and how you go ahead and do that by going through and creating a map. If you have a map, you can go ahead and hit it. If you have no map, you will simply just do nothing but keep on winging it your entire life. So that's what these calls are designed to go ahead and do, is to go ahead and get you onto the right path, get you onto that right map so that you can go ahead and just dominate. To just dominate and just duplicate what I've done and what everybody else in the actual mastermind has done as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll answer a couple questions. I'll answer a couple questions right here, just real quick. Thank you for being a giver. Absolutely. So if anybody's got a couple questions or whatnot, before you go ahead and get off the line, I will go ahead and answer those for show. So let's see here. Great stuff, JC. Thanks for all the info. You know how tight I am right now, but I will join at that price. Absolutely, it's cheap. Oh wow, Josh, I think you mean John. Great job with the Sandy Hook School collection. Their first day back today. I knew that as well. And actually, I have Corey Boatwright on the line. I've got Corey Boatwright on the line that went ahead and I don't know what name he went ahead and masked himself under. But I've got Corey Boatwright on the line because I know he just sent me a text. But he was the one that put that together, and I just went ahead and I wanted to go ahead and give back. I wanted to go ahead and give back to everybody and go through and just really make a difference. These families needed us, and today was their first day, and I was glad to help, for sure. Bob Bean. What the hell? Bob Bean? Bob Bean, you are unmuted. What's up, Mr. Boatwright? Well, how the hell are you, brother?
Oh man, I'm not ugly, you mofo.
Oh, man, you're ugly as it gets, dude. But dude,
Hey,
I just got a comment on here, man. I just wanted to kind of give you props for going ahead, and you and Cody for putting together that Sandy Hook and stuff, because it was a very powerful video. It was a very powerful approach. Yeah, I mean, obviously you got a lot emotional about it. I did as well. I sent it out to my list, and dude, you're always a giver, dude. And you know I love you like a brother, man.
Dude, love you too, man. And yeah, it was so powerful to see everybody come together, not just in the real estate investing kind of niche that we have in our circles of influence, but just friends and family, and just everyone come together. And I think we ended up with about $23,350 sent over to them, and all of the funerals were paid for already. So they had another bank account set up for just the families that we ended up putting that money to. So it's around about 4 or 5 days total that we did the donation raising for that, and it was really, really awesome. So thank you, brother, for sending it out. I know that when I talked to you, you were the first person like, man, I'll send that out to help you. So that's just the type of guy you are, man. So appreciate you, bro. And by the way, like, this call was great, man. Fantastic call. I popped on here because, you know, I like to kind of keep up with different things, just kind of see what's going on. And dude, I'm thoroughly impressed with just the amount of information that you shared. You and I are both in pretty expensive masterminds, and I would say that this call today was probably equivalent to or better than the masterminds that we are in part of. So great job, man, on that. And people are just absolutely, I mean, off their rocker if they don't support this, and if they have the funds available, if they can sacrifice, if they do see the value, then I can't even stress strongly enough of how important it is for them to get involved here and take action. And like we always say, you know, take action and be a part of this. But man, fantastic. Hats off to you, brother.
Hey, thanks, man. And just one question, and then I'm gonna answer some questions for everybody. Am I weird?
Dude, you know what? Here's the thing. You're
I'm
weird.
afraid to have to mute you.
You're weird, but I think the word of the day is to embrace your weirdness,
Embrace.
because embrace your weirdness because no one that is normal, I quote, in quotes, normal, is going to tell you that you can live a life of your dreams.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
I'll tell you this really, really, really fast, like 30 seconds, and I'll get off here. I don't want to steal your show or anything, but I had a conversation with somebody just the other day about this, and they said, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm an investor, and I do some internet marketing and stuff." And they're like, "Okay, well, so what do you do?" And they said, "Well, I go to work every day. I get up 8 o'clock in the morning, have to go through the traffic, and then I have to get off work at 5 o'clock, and that's what I do." And I said, "Okay, that's cool." And she goes, "Well, it's great what you do." She goes, "But I just couldn't handle that. I couldn't handle the stress of that because I don't know. I have to know where my paycheck's coming in. I have to know when my paycheck's coming in, and I have to know, when to start work and when to stop work." And you know what? It really opened up my mind for just a second, because we hear that everyone's supposed to be an entrepreneur, John, but really at the end of the day, I'm damn proud that she's not. I'll tell you that. I'm damn proud she's not, because if your mindset is 8 to 5, you will be the most horrible entrepreneur on on the earth,
Yep.
because being an entrepreneur is setting your own time to work. Now you've got to work. You got to get stuff done. I mean, you and I get stuff done, but right now you and I are focused on building teams and building automation tools to help get stuff done.
Yeah.
Hard work has to get done. It doesn't have to be you that does it all the time. So I just want to say, not everyone is supposed to be an entrepreneur. Really, I mean, this isn't meant for weenies. And not that she's a weenie, but at the end of the day, like, if your mindset is 8 to 5, you aren't going to make it, man. You aren't going to make it, because you have to have a goal. You have to have a dream that you really want to pass that standard quo. And so guess what? That means you're going to have to be weird. That means you're going to have to stand out a little bit. And when you go to the homeowners parties and the friends parties and someone asks you what you do, you have to say, "I'm an entrepreneur, and I set my own time, and I'm working to build something epic." So I just want to kind of share that too.
Dude, that's amazing. That is amazing, and we live right by that. I mean, obviously, me and you just being in Maui, I mean, it was, getting to see each other, being able to where how we ran our own businesses was pretty amazing as well. And I learned a lot from you, and I know that you probably learned a lot from me, but you do have to be a little bit weird, and I can definitely show everybody how to be weird. So, Mr. Boatwright, thank you, Mr. Bean, for being on. And dude, next time you're on one of my webinars, just put your own damn name on there, because I will call you out on it. So,
All right, guys. Talk to you later, man. Crush it, bro.
later, man. What a weirdo. Scott's asking, I'm a beginner. How do I jump in? Just, again, go to wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind. Get on calls like this, and we'll show you the ropes. We show everybody the ropes. So that's how to do it. Are the target properties insured or uninsured properties? Your name is your hero. I don't know who that is, but I'm glad. But target properties, all those properties, that's a HUD-specific question. John, what do you say to those who say getting into commercial versus dealing with houses? I'm told that you make more money fast with less effort. Is that true? Lisa, I don't do really any commercial or anything like that. I just turned a commercial building down. It was a $500,000 building that I probably could have made about $1 million on. I turned it down. I don't want to sit here and say that I don't know enough about it by any means, but it's just, and I'm not scared of it by any means. It's just commercial is not my forte, I guess you'd say. Just like Josh said on the call, you can't really be good at everything. You want to really laser in on one thing and then just kind of dominate that one thing and then add. That's why I didn't end up buying a mortgage brokerage like I did. So I just stick with dealing with houses. That's just what I personally do, Lisa. But there's a lot of money to be made in commercial, but faster money to be made with dealing with houses. I'll just be honest with you. Can we access older calls on the website? Yeah, you'll be blown away with all the shit that's in that website. It's amazing. Um, no, I don't. I don't. Just like I said, Don, I don't. I don't do any uh, commercial deals. $67 a month is definitely feasible. When I rolled this out, my personal assistant, I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll this out for $67 a month. She says, what? What? I said, I just want everybody to go ahead and get involved. I want everybody to uh, go ahead and get involved with it and make sure that, they can go ahead and afford it and get on these calls. And that's why I went ahead and did it. So I could be crazy for doing it, but, I love to help people. Yeah, Tossie. I'm the one that was making $14,000 off my first HUD flip. Awesome. Send us an email. Let us know the details. Love to hear it. Oh, Corey Boatwright. I'm not ugly, but you're nuttier than a Snickers bar. That was funny. First time listening to you and your system. Super excited. Cool. Um, Guys, I'm gonna have to get off the line here in about 3 minutes because I actually have to go pick up my car. It's in the hospital right now. Where would I focus my time on if I needed money right now, cash immediately? More than long-term strategies, I would definitely focus it on the HUD wholesaling, and I would also focus it on. Josh has a product that I'm going to send you an email about called middleman income. It's basically whenever you go through and you find all these lease option sellers, just like I've got Shannon doing, which is in the mind map, which you all get. You go ahead and you get Shannon to go through, or he goes ahead and finds all the lease option properties. You go ahead and hook it up with a lease option buyer. Super easy to do with a document, and then you go ahead and get the money in the middle. It's a killer way to go ahead and make a hell of a lot of money. Having trouble downloading the mind map, you're just going to have to go through and make sure that you download Xmind, and if you still have an issue with it, which you should not, go ahead and shoot an email to support@thekingofsystems.com, and I will go ahead and my assistant Shauna will go ahead and take care of you. John, you're weird in a fun way. If I join the mastermind, I'll be bringing soap to the calls. I know I've got a little bit of a mouth. I know I do, but it is what it is. I apologize in advance. I should have done it on this call. I should apologize in advance. The link is working. I can check it right here. You can see here that it's pulling up right here, and it's not because I'm on a Mac either, by any means, so it is working. Be proud to be weird. That's weird is spelled weird. If you're having any issues with the mind map or anything like that, just go ahead and send an email to support@thekingofsystems.com. Shauna will go ahead and take care of you. The link, Mark, is wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind. So the link, my friend, is, just go ahead and change this. It's wholesalingmastery.com/mastermind. That is the link, my friends. John, you are a special dude. Really hope I get to know you personally over time. Business or no business. I like to have fun. It's not all about business. Maybe we'll go out to Hawaii sometime. Mr. Boatwright, Bob, whatever your name was, Bob Bean might go too. Yeah, $67 is nothing. I'm in. I totally agree. I mean, I could be stupid, guys. I could be stupid for doing it, but you know what? I make a lot of money, and whatever I can do to go ahead and put it into your pockets to really give you just the knowledge to go ahead and do this. Obviously, I can't do it for free because I really value my time. But obviously, me and Josh, we love to help, and $67 a month is really a no-brainer for sure. It is too cheap. It's worth five. It's worth whatever. Just like what Corey said, $25,000 mastermind, you're only getting it for $67 a month. So, do you help with establishing a lease option as a business? Yeah, we have that as a business as well. Okay, you just answered that. How do I download the mind map? Already answered that. Why is a HUD program? Why is a HUD program a year too late? Because just like I said, Lee Bryant's on the line right now. Guys, I've been doing this HUD business for a while. So I've been doing it for an absolute while. And Lee Bryant and Corey Boatwright will tell you this as well. I released this HUD thing, probably all my ideas and everything with this HUD system, probably, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago. And I just released it to the actual public maybe a few months ago. So that's why I'm saying it was a little bit too late. So the people that are inside of the mastermind, they hear about all this stuff before. So they hear about all this stuff before so they can get a head start over the public. Yeah, you just need to download Xmind first. Hey, yeah, brother. Corey Boatwright says he's going to Hawaii next time, but this time he's not going to lump a cancer on him. So I don't want to get into that by any means, but I love you like a brother, man. Always here for you. All right, guys, so I want to go ahead and thank everybody that is now getting all of my stuff at 50% off or getting it for free by going ahead and doing a one-on-one with me. I'm going to go ahead and end the call. Guys, thank you for being on the line for sure. Enjoy my mind map. If you got any questions, comments, anything like that, go ahead and go to support@thekingofsystems.com. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, go pick up my car, and that's that. So, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Bob Bean, I'm out. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't end it with a live action. See you guys. All right. Yeah.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.